His Majesty's Government is extremely concerned at the apparent scenes of violence at the Consulate of the People's Republic of China in Manchester on Sunday afternoon. Greater Manchester Police had been pre-notified of the demonstration and intervened to restore order. We are grateful to them for their action. I understand that Greater Manchester Police have launched an investigation to establish the facts of the incident. The Foreign Secretary has issued a summons to the Chinese charge d'affaires at the Chinese Embassy in London to express His Majesty's Government's deep concern at the incident and to demand an explanation for the actions of the consulate staff. It would be inappropriate to go into further detail until the investigation has concluded, but let me be clear that peaceful protest, as this House has always recognised, is a fundamental part of British society and of our way of life. All those on our soil have the right to express their views peacefully without fear of violence. FCDO officials expressed that clearly to the Chinese Embassy yesterday. We will continue to work with the Home Office and Greater Manchester Police colleagues to decide on appropriate next steps.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for granting this UQ and for the personal interest that you have taken in this over the last few days. On Sunday, these peaceful protesters gathered outside the Chinese Communist Consulate to campaign for human rights in Hong Kong. What we saw was the Chinese Consul General then ripping down posters and peaceful protest, and soon followed grievous bodily harm against a Hong Konger, one of whom was hospitalised for taking part in a peaceful protest. Some were then dragged onto consulate territory for a further beating by officials who have been recognised to be members of the Chinese Communist Party. We cannot allow the CCP to import their beating of protesters, their silencing of free speech, and their failure to allow time and time again protests on British soil. This is a chilling escalation. We have seen continued persecution of the Uyghur, of Tibetans, of Hong Kongers, and all those who come to our country to seek refuge. What took place on Sunday suggests they cannot seek refuge here and have their voices heard, and our job is to make sure that their voices are not silenced. He says, and I'm grateful to the Minister for confirming that the Ambassador has been summoned. I'm surprised this meeting has not taken place so far. Will he please confirm when it will be taking place and that he will update the House thereafter? Will he also confirm that any Chinese official involved in the beatings will be prosecuted, and if they cannot be, will be expelled from this country within the week, and what they are doing to protect protests going forward, because that is a fundamental right and we must uphold it at home if we are to have any chance to uphold it abroad?